You guys like my pumpkins? I love them. Hi everyone, Chelsea of Studio here, and today we are making some party trophies. What's up everybody? Welcome back to the studio. So I was trying to think of some other Halloween crafts that I could do with some Dollar Tree supplies, and I've always wanted to make my own Halloween trophies for like Halloween party games. So Halloween parties might not be happening for most of everybody this year, but I decided to make them anyway just because I thought it would be really cool, and even if you can't give them out for a party, they still make really great Halloween decorations. So in today's video, I'm going to show you two different types of Halloween party trophy ideas that you guys can make. Both are completely customizable to whatever game or contest you are having for your own party, or to your decor if you're making them for a decoration. I had planned to incorporate these trophies into the video last week, but I wanted to give them more time than I was going to have to cut out. So I decided to separate it. That way we can get really in depth and I can show you in detail what I did to make my two trophies. So let's get started. Okay, so you can't have a trophy without a person on it, right? So I found this skeleton garland for $1 at the dollar store. The arms and the legs don't bend, so I might end up like snipping them and then reattaching them with hot glue. Just depends on what kind of trophy I'm going for. Got our dudes here, and they are going on trophies, but since it's Halloween, they don't need to be like super nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take just a really big brush and I'm going to brush on some gold paint, but I want to put a piece of paper underneath it because I don't want to get acrylic on my work surface here. So the gold paint is totally optional because remember, we're trying to do this with things that we found at the dollar store. Now I'm using the gold paint because I have it on hand at home, so it didn't cost me anything else. But if you don't have any gold paint, you can totally do this craft without the gold paint. Same thing with like the hot glue gun and the glue sticks. I know my dollar store does have a hot glue gun and glue sticks, but I feel like that's a supply that most people have, so that's why I've included it. So as far as bases goes, I found a couple of options. So first, in like the craft area, I found this styrofoam. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks like a pedestal to me. So I thought it was cool. So this could be a base, and then to have something for the skeletons to be stabilized with, I have these dowels that I found. I would just stick the dowel in the styrofoam and then attach, probably with hot glue, the skeleton to the dowel. So that's one option. Another option that I found was these balloon weights. So what's cool about the balloon weights is that they are actually just cement that has this like wire poured into it and then has some shiny stuff sticking out of it. So I'm going to set this aside just in case I want to use some of this shiny stuff for a trophy. So now what you're left with is this plastic wrapped piece of cement that has a wire sticking out of it. You can either leave the plastic if you got a color that you wanted, or you can take the plastic off and you'll see that it is just cement that has this wire stuck in the cement, and it looks like it's epoxied on there. I kind of like it with the paper on it though, so I'm going to put it back on there. doesn't stick up as much. And that's much better than this. So that could be one. I also bought these cups that I thought looked pretty cool. I could even use this as a part of the trophy if I wanted to, like a champion cup or something. So I have 4 of these. I don't know if I'm gonna use them, but I got them anyway. And if I don't use them, I'll just drink out of them. I also got these light up spiders that could be cool. I also got some of these like gemmed spiders. Some of these just assorted designs for rings. Some of them are skulls, some of them are bats. I got some gold glue sticks. And then the last thing that I got was this skeleton hand necklace. I don't know if I'm going to use this also, but I thought the hands were cool with these black flowers. So I think that we've given this enough time. Let's go ahead and flip these guys over. Yeah. And we'll paint the other side. Alright, while that's working, I'm going to go ahead and actually open up one of these. I bought 2 of them. I don't think I'm going to use both. And the texture is a little weird, so if you wanted to, you could gesso this first. You could wrap it in something. Yeah, the texture is a little strange. So I don't actually mind it. I think it's cool, especially because I'm going to be putting it like this. So I kind of like it. I think I'm going to leave the texture that way. Now that I think about it, I think I do want to use both. And what I want to do is paint them gold. I'm using the choker like backing thing. Why did I wash the brush? I'm going to use it. Oh, wow. It's pretty cool gold with all the texture on it. One thing I just noticed I have more of. Hopefully I can use these. So it's not perfectly dry, but I think it's good enough. I want to make one on here. And I'm thinking of the game where you put a balloon on your foot and then you like stomp on each other's balloons. So let's make one of those. So first I want to attach my dude. I want the arm to like go up in victory. So I like twist the plastic itself actually, you know, like when you twist a piece of plastic and it'll snap off. That's what I just did. So I need about half this off. And I have some pliers from earlier. There we go. So I have it bent and I have it looped around and I'm going to put the hot glue right here. And that's where I'm going to stick the person. So I don't want the back to be overly obvious that he's just stuck there. So I think I'm going to put a little bat back here. So I'm taking one of the rings and I'm just cutting those plastic things off with the scissors. A little hot glue, just like that on the back, which I think is pretty cool. Helps clean that up a little bit. And then since this was a balloon challenge, I might stick, oh, I think these might be too big. Maybe I'll do these. And just attach them around the ankles. So my issue here is that it just keeps sliding off. I can either tack it with a little bit of hot glue or, look, we've got these still, right? So I'm going to take a gold one and I'm going to use it to tie this little ring to this leg. And then I can just take a little tack of hot glue and then I have something like that, which I think is pretty cool. So let's do it again. Okay, so far this is looking cute. I think one little pumpkin in the back might be neat. I feel like it's a little bottom heavy, so I want to do something else. I just don't know what. Maybe the bats should just continue up. Let's do that. That's better. Cool, right? My little guy's high-fiving me. And this is the trophy finished. I think he looks really awesome. I'm super excited with how this came out. I love the spiders. I think they're a great representation of the balloon game. Super cool. And then I have him on a little pedestal. You can see the bats on the back. Super fun. So apparently I filmed this without actually telling what I was doing, so I'm just going to narrate for you guys now. Alright, so I'm starting by trying to figure out what I want to put on the eyes of this cup style trophy for the second trophy. I liked the idea of the spiders, but then I put them on there and I didn't like them, so I took the spiders off of the jewel and I just used 2 of the jewels for the pupils of the eye. I messed around with placement and decided just to go vertical, or horizontal I mean. And I really liked it. So here I am just pressing them together, and then I took another jeweled spider, took the ring off the back and attached it right in the middle so it could be like the centerpiece of the crown that I'm going for. I wanted to decorate the edges, but I didn't want it to just be plain. So I'm going to use some of these spiders that I took the jewels off the backs of as a little bit of side decoration, but I think I'm going to put one of those skeleton rings in between those 2 spiders just to add a little bit more detail. So I use a popsicle stick to press down where the hot glue is showing, that way I don't burn myself. And I'm just alternating between a spider and the skull till I get to the edge. And looking at the back, I don't want it to be as busy as the front, so instead of more spiders, I take a bat ring, cut the ring part off of the back, and continue going around the skull cup with the rings and the skulls. And then I finish it off with a purple jeweled spider in the very back just to add a little bit of detail. And I wanted it to be a different color and also facing a different way, just so that it doesn't conflict with the spider in the front. So now I'm going to place it on that gold pedestal. And after looking at it for a little bit, I decide that I'm not really a huge fan of how it looks just sitting. So I decide to make a pillar out of 3 little pieces of dowel that I cut with some gardening shears. And then I cover the little 3 pieces in glitter hot glue and stick it to the bottom of the skull cup, which I go back in later and add just a lake of glitter hot glue to the bottom of that cup so that I know it's gonna stay. You could definitely use something stronger like A6000, I didn't have any at the time. So what I'm going to do now is get the glitter hot glue and just decorate the face. I did that off camera, went back and showed you what it looks like, and then I decided to add some gold glitter drips to the bottom just to make it a little bit more cohesive. So the front looks really good, and I decide that I want to do something to the back because it looks really empty. Guys, I am terrible at filming things where the camera can see it. So I have a solution in my next video, and you guys will see that next week. But this is what the webbing looks like. And then here's what the actual finished product looks like. I realized that I hadn't given you guys a very good look in my office, so I wanted you to see where I had it set up in my house for now. So I think it looks pretty cool. And that's the back. I really like how it came out. So yeah, that's trophy number 2. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I have to say that this is for sure my favorite Dollar Tree DIY that I have done so far. It was so much fun, and there was just so much opportunity for creativity and customization. I think that literally anybody can do this, and I really encourage you guys to give it a shot because these are really cool, and even if you don't use them as trophies, they could be great decorations on a mantle or in your living room, anywhere that you need it to fill a little spot and have a little fun while you're doing it. I know being inside can drive us crazy, so having something fun like this to do that you can use later on, I think is a really great way to spend your time. And of course, anytime you create something, it's really, really great stress relief for your brain. So hopefully you guys give this a shot, and if you do, let me know. I would love to see what you guys come up with for your own trophies. I hope you guys are liking this spooky themed series. It's a nice break from the normal tutorials that I do, so I've been having a lot of fun doing them. If you like these kinds of videos, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more. And as always, if you guys want to see more artwork from me, check out my Instagram at chelsea.o.studio. And if you'd like to purchase some artwork from me, you can visit my website at chelseaostudio.com. I have prints, stickers, originals over there, and I'm about to open up commission slots for Christmas, so check that out. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys!